Okay, a quick rundown on how to adjust Speed 6 throttles on my engine, which I've just put back together. I don't even know if this runs yet, but I have just reassembled all these throttles, having rebushed them and replated all the hardware and clean and polished them and blah blah blah. So, essential piece of kit is this. It's a carb balancer. Of course these aren't carbs, but it's basically just a flow meter. This is a bit of old hose that I've glued in the right position, because when everything's together and you've got your wipers and whatnot on there, that allows me to get onto number 6 like that. And you see the little orange bar there. Just try and change the brightness on my phone. Yeah, the little orange bar there, that kind of flings up and down and shows you a number. I think it's CFM or something along those lines. Kilograms per hour, who knew? Okay, so it doesn't matter what the number actually is. What matters is that they are all the same. When I say all the same, actually even that's not important. What's important is that these three are the same and these three are the same. The engine management works, it treats them kind of like two engines that are joined in the middle. And in fact, so you've got a throttle position sensor here, you've got a throttle position sensor here. This one does these three, that one does those three. You've got independent lambda feedback that adjusts those all-important adaptive maps. So yeah, you really only need to make sure they're both the same. Sorry, each set of three is the same, and actually if they're different from one another, that's not essential. It doesn't matter. If you've got problems with throttle spindle rattle, or you've got problems with, as I had with vacuum leaks, there was no gasket under these from the factory. They used some sort of weird sealant which, well, it pisses off. And when I took these off the first time, I found there was a big old vacuum leak under them, and that's one of the root causes of the eventual rebuild. Anyway, this is how you set them up from zero. So this is where your throttle cable connects, this lever arm here. That's connected to this throttle, so this becomes your master throttle. Start with this one, and you adjust this one using the main throttle stop screw. This one actually adjusts everything, does all 6 throttles at once, but you start with that one because that's like the position of the cable. And once he's set up and using the flow gauge, you then use this screw to adjust this throttle, and you adjust this screw to adjust this throttle. Bear in mind, when you play with this screw, you're actually adjusting both throttles. So this does all 6. This one does these 2 with respect to that one. This one does that one with respect to that one. So, recap. Start with that one, make that one equal that one, and make that one equal that one. The engine might do some weird stuff because when you adjust that one, you're adjusting this one as well, but that's fine. Then you come over this side and you adjust this screw so that that one equals that one. Then you adjust this screw so that that one equals that one. And then you adjust that screw so that that one equals that one. And then they should all be the same. And then you rev the engine once and they all change again. So that's that. Hopefully that was helpful. Let me know.